I want an economy where your hard work pays off with higher wages and higher incomes and fair pay for women and workplace flexibility for parents and affordable health insurance and decent retirement benefits. I'm not asking for the moon. I just want a good deal for American workers. They oppose almost everything. I'm not making that up. I'm just telling the truth. It's just the facts. In fact, they oppose stuff they used to be for. No, it's true. I mean, they used to be for building roads and bridges and all that. Now suddenly, no, we can't build roads. Well, why not? Because you opposed it. Because you proposed it. I am just telling the truth. The sky is blue today. Milwaukee brats are delicious. The Brewers are tied for first place. And Republicans in Congress love to say no. Those are just facts. They're facts of life. They say no to everything. If we had a Congress that cared about policies that actually help working people, I promise you we could get everything done that we've talked about doing. But until we have that Congress, it's up to us to fight for these policies. So wherever I can, I've acted on my own. I acted on my own to make sure more women had the protections they needed to fight for fair pay on the workplace. Because I think when women succeed, America succeeds. You know, I was raised by a single mom. So I know how hard it is for a lot of women out there. And by the way, men, you should want your wife to get paid fair. She's bringing that money home. That's not a women's issue, that's your issue. That's money out of your family's pocket. If I were looking for a good job that lets me build some security for my family, I'd join a union. If I were busting my butt in the service industry and wanted an honest day's pay for an honest day's work, I'd join a union. If I were a firefighter or a police officer risking my life and helping to keep my community safe and wanted to make sure I came home safely to my family, I'd join a union. I'd want a union looking out for me. Because when the rest of the country is working to raise wages, but Republicans in Congress won't, it ain't right. Not only is it not right, it ain't right. When the rest of the country is working to open up more businesses, but Republicans in Congress block investments that would help more businesses grow, it ain't right. When unions and CEOs, when law enforcement and the evangelical community, when folks who usually don't agree on anything, agree that we should be fixing our broken immigration system, but the Republicans in the House of Representatives have been sitting on a bill for more than a year, it ain't right. So that's why we have to keep fighting. At the beginning of the last century, people fought against the idea of a 40-hour work week. They fought against weekends. They fought against workplace safety laws. 80 years ago, people fought against the idea of Social Security. 50 years ago, people fought against the idea of Medicare. But guess what? We won those fights. I tell you, Milwaukee, the hardest thing in life is changing a stubborn status quo. And it's even harder when it seems like some of the folks in power, all they care about is keeping power. But there are plenty of folks who count on you to get cynical and not vote because you don't think you can make a difference, that's how they're going to stay in power. They believe you won't get involved. They believe you won't organize. They believe you won't vote. And that way the special interests stay in power. And they will try to divide us. And they'll try to distract you. And they'll try to run the okey doke on you. And bamboozle you. And hoodwink you. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Because despite the cynics, America's on the move. It's making progress. Despite all the opposition. There are workers who have jobs now who didn't have them before. There are families with health insurance who didn't have them before. There are students going to college who couldn't afford it before. There are troops who were in Afghanistan who are coming home. The belief that together we can build up our middle class and hand down something better to our kids. That's what built America. And America's best days are still ahead. I believe it. You need to believe it too. Let's get to work. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.